Hello students, welcome to YouTube channel of Akshar Education. In this video we are going to discuss 1 marks important question for your board examination. So let's start our revision with 1 mark question. So here first question number 1 is write whether the first I am reading the question. Write whether the number 2 root 45, the number is 2 root 45 plus 3 root 20 upon 2 root 5. Write whether this number on simplification gives rational number or irrational numbers. Question is, the simplification of this number will give us rational number or irrational numbers that we have to find. So let's simplify it. It's a 2 root 45. 45 is nothing but the 9 5s are 45 plus 3. This 20 is nothing but the 4 5s are 25. We have to write the numbers in a square root in terms of perfect square number. So we can easily find the square root of given number. So here square root of this 9 into 5 is 3 root 5. So 3 2s are 6 root 5 plus this will be square root of 4 into 5 is 2 root 5. 2 into 3, this is again 6 root 5 divided by this 2 root 5. So 6 root 5 plus 6 root 5 is 12 root 5 divided by 2 root 5. So this irrational number 5 will be cut out. 2 6 are 12. So simplification of this given number is 6. This 6 is nothing but the rational number. This is nothing but the rational number. So we have to write the answer. The simplification of this given number will give us rational number. Clear students? Our answer is rational number. Now question number 2. 1 mark question is there. Here the question is, for what value of k? For what value of k? That means we have to find the value of k. For what value of k? Minus 4 is the 0 of polynomial. Minus 4 is the 0 of polynomial. The given polynomial is x square minus x minus 2k plus 2. For what value of k? Minus 4 is the 0 of this given polynomial. So here you are given that x equal to minus 4 is 0 of given polynomial. 0 of given polynomial. So for what value of this k? X equal to minus 4 is the 0 of this given polynomial we have to find. So here x equal to minus 4 is the 0 of this given polynomial. So what we can write? The value of this given polynomial for x equal to minus 4 is 0. So it's a p of minus 4 is 0. Now put this value x equal to minus 4 in this given polynomial. So it's a minus 4 square minus 4 square minus 4 minus 2k plus 2 equal to 0. Minus 4 square is 16 plus 4 minus 2k minus 2 equal to 0. So simplification, 16 plus 4 20 minus 2, it's 18 equal to 2k, and therefore k equal to 9 is the answer. So for k equal to 9, we can say that x equal to minus 4 is the 0 of this given polynomial. Find the value of this unknown k. So answer k equal to 9. Now students, question number 3. So first pause this video and note it down. Now question number 3. First you have to listen the question carefully. You have to note it down and then you have to try the solve this question, and then you have to compare your solution with the solution given in this video. Clear? So this is how you have to do this revision. So now question number 3. If y equal to 1 is common root of equation, y equal to 1 is common root of the equation 1 is ay square plus ay plus 3 equal to 0, and second equation y square plus y plus b equal to 0. This y equal to 1 is the common solution of this both the given equation. Then what is the value of a multiplied by b? Y equal to 1 is the common solution of this given two equations. Then what is the value of a multiplied by b? What is the value of ab is the question. So now y equal to 1 is the solution of first equation. So put y equal to 1 in the equation number 1, and hence we are getting a plus 3 equal to 0. So it's a 2a equal to minus 3, and therefore we are getting a equal to minus 3 by 2. A equal to minus 3 by 2. So this one is the result number 3. Also we are given that y equal to 1 is the solution of this second equation, and therefore put y equal to 1 in the equation number 1. So it's a 1 square y equal to 1. So it's a 1 square 1 plus b equal to 0, and therefore we are getting b equal to minus 2. So we are getting the values of this a and b. What is the question? Find the value of a into b. So a into b is, what is the value of a? A is minus 3 by 2 according to result number 3, and b equal to minus 2 according to result number 4. Minus minus plus 2 cut. So our answer is ab equal to 3. AB equal to 3 is the answer. Clear, students? Very simple questions are there. Now next question number 4. So here a diagram is given. Like this. Triangle ABC is there and triangle ADE is there. So here if DE ratio BC is equal to 3:5. DE ratio BC, ratio of these two sides are given, that is 3:5. Calculate the ratio of the, what we have to calculate? Calculate the ratio of the area of triangle ADE to the area of parallelogram BCED. We have to find the ratio of the triangle, ratio of the area of triangle ADE and parallelogram, or we can say it's a trapezium BCED. Done? So now here we can say that the area of this triangle, ADE upon area of the triangle ABC. The ratio of the area of these two triangles is in the ratio of square of these corresponding sides. So DE square upon BC square. So what is DE ratio BC? DE by BC is 3/5. So it's a 3 square by 5 square. So ratio of the area of triangle ADE and area of the triangle ABC is 9/25. Let's assume this is equal to K. This is one ratio. Let's assume that ratio is equal to K. So what we can write? We can say that area of the triangle ADE is 9K, and area of the trapezium or not trapezium, area of this triangle ABC, area of this triangle ABC is 25K, 25K. Area of triangle AD is 9K, area of triangle ABC is 25K. So from these two results we can write area of the trapezium BCED. So what is the area of this trapezium? Area of this trapezium is nothing but the area of triangle ABC minus area of triangle ADE. This one minus this one. Area of triangle ABC minus area of triangle ADE. So here we are getting area of trapezium BCED equal to 25K minus 9K. Clear students? So here we are getting the area of trapezium BCED. Area of trapezium BCED is nothing but the 16K. So what we have to find? We have to find the ratio of this triangle ADE and trapezium BCED. So now that ratio is required ratio area of triangle ADE upon area of trapezium BCED equal to ADE. What is the area of triangle ADE? 9K. 9K upon area of trapezium 16K. KK cut. So the required ratio is 9:16 is the answer. Clear students? Now pause the video and note it. Question number 5. Question number 5 is there. If A plus B equal to 90 degree, A plus B is 90 degree, 10 A equal to 3/4, what is the value of cot B? What is the value of cot B that you have to find? So now, simple question. We are given that A plus B equal to 90. So what we can write? A equal to 90 minus B. So now we are given that 10A is 3/4. Replace this A with 90 minus B. So it's a 10 90 minus B equal to 3/4. So what is 10 90 minus B? It's a cot B. So our answer cot B is also 3/4. Cot B is also 3/4. Done? So now next question. Question number 6. A surface area of sphere is surface area of sphere. For sphere we are not defining it's a curved surface area or lateral surface area or total surface area. It's only surface area. Surface area of sphere is 616 centimeter square. Find the radius of the sphere. Find the radius of the sphere. So what is the formula? So now surface area of sphere is equal to 4 pi r square. Surface area of sphere is 4 pi r square, and that is given. Surface area of sphere is 616 4 pi r square. Value of pi is 22/7 and radius is r square. So here we have to find the value of r square. So r square equal to, this 7 will go into multiplication. It's a 616 into 7 divided by 4 into 22. Cutting 4 से करो, 4 1 जा 4, 2 4 5 जा 20 and 4 4 जा 16. Again 11 से होगा, 11 2 जा 22, 11 1 जा 11, 11 4 जा 44 and again 2 7 जा. So we are getting r square equal to 7 into 7, that is equal to 7 square. So radius r equal to 7 centimeter. R equal to 7 centimeter is the answer. Clear friends? Again pause the video and note it down. Question number 7. Question number 7. Here, if x plus a is the factor of polynomial 2x square plus 2ax plus 5x plus 10, then find the value of a. If x plus a is the factor of polynomial 2x square plus 2ax plus 5x plus 10, find the value of a. So how it can be solved? So we will study the given polynomial. The given factor is x plus a equal to 0. So it's x equal to minus a. So x plus a is the factor of given polynomial. Let's say given polynomial is polynomial of variable x. So for that we can say that p of minus a equal to 0, as x equal to minus a is the factor of this given polynomial. So take x equal to minus a over here. So it's a 2 into minus a square plus 2a into minus a plus 5 into minus a plus 10 equal to 0. Therefore this one is 2a square minus 2a square minus 5a plus 10 equal to 0. Minus 2a square plus 2a square cut. So it's a 5a equal to 10. Therefore this is a equal to 2. A equal to 2 is the answer. Very simple question is there. Next question, which is in fact very good question. Question number 8, students. First write down the question. If sin alpha and cos alpha are the roots of equation. If sin alpha and cos alpha, if sin alpha and cos alpha are the roots of the equation, given equation is ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. This is one quadratic equation. Find the value of b square. Find the value of b square is the question. So students, sin alpha and cos alpha are the roots of this given equation. Given equation is quadratic equation. For quadratic equation, two roots are there. So now, given quadratic equation is ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, and two roots are there, alpha and beta, where alpha is sin alpha and beta is cos alpha. So what is the sum of the roots? Sum of the roots is nothing but the alpha plus beta, and here our alpha and beta are, this is our alpha, this is our beta. Two roots are there. So sum of the roots, sin alpha plus cos alpha, alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a. This is equal to minus b by a. Done? Say this one as a equation number 1, first derived result. And product of roots, that is sin alpha into cos alpha, alpha into beta equal to minus c by a. This is second derived result. What we have to find? We have to find the value of b square. So from this equation 1 we can find the value of minus b. So what is minus b? We can write minus b as a sin alpha, or it's a into sin alpha plus cos alpha. Now taking the square, so we are getting b square. This is equal to a square sin alpha plus cos alpha square. Taking square on both sides, so this minus b will convert it into b square. This will be a square, and this one is sin alpha plus cos alpha whole square. This is equal to b square equal to a square. This one is sin square alpha plus cos square alpha plus 2 sin alpha cos alpha. Hence b square equal to a square, this sin square alpha plus cos square alpha, our identity, which is 1 plus 2 into sin alpha cos alpha which is minus c by a, which is minus c by a. Done. So b square is, multiply this one, it's a square minus 2ac. A square minus 2ac is the answer. Clear students? Very good question is there. Pause the video and share this question with your friends. Question number 9. So here the figure is given. So in this given figure, this is L, M, K. Triangle is there. One more triangle, that is K, N, P. K, N, P. These two triangles are given. So in this given figure, given that angle M equal to angle N equal to 46 degree. These two angles are equal and they are equal to 46 degree. Express x. So here dimensions are given. This length is A, this length is x, this length is c, and this length is b. So here express x in terms of a and b, where this a, b and c are the length of these given sides. So express x in terms of a, b and c. So here two angles are equal, angle m equal to angle n. So here consider two triangle. So in triangle we can say triangle KNP. Triangle KNP is similar to triangle KML. These two triangles are similar triangles. Why? Because angle M is equal to angle N. These two angles are equal, and angle K is equal to angle K. So two corresponding angles are equal. So by angle similarity, we can say that these given two triangles are similar triangles. So for this similar triangle, what we can write? The ratio of the sides are in proportion. So it's a Kn. We can write Kn upon Km equal to Pn upon Lm. Corresponding sides are in proportion. So therefore, what is Kn? Kn is C upon Km. It's a Kn plus Mn, B plus C. It's a B plus C equal to Pn. Pn is our x and Lm. Lm is A. What is question? Express x in terms of A, B and C. So what is the expression of x in terms of A, B, C? Taking this A in the numerator. So we can write x equal to AC upon B plus C. X equal to AC upon B plus C is the answer. Clear students? Now next question. Here I am removing this part. Done? So आप इसको note down कर दो. Now next question is question number 10. Here we are given 10a. If value of 10a is equal to 5 by 12, if 10a equal to 5 by 12, then find the value of this expression. It's a sin a plus cos a into sec a. Find the value of this expression. So what is this? Let's simplify this. This one is sin a plus cos a into sec a is 1 upon cos a. So we can write this cos a in the division of this both term. So it's a sin a upon cos a plus cos a upon cos a. Therefore sin a upon cos a, which is 10a plus cos a upon cos a, which is equal to 1. 10a, value of 10a is given 5 by 12. It's a 5 by 12 plus 1. So this is equal to 12 plus 5. 17 by 12 is the answer. Done? One more question is there. So now next question, question number 11. So here in question number 11 we are given that a cylinder and a cone are of same base radius and of same height. For the cone and cylinder, radius, base of radius and height both are equal. Find the ratio of the volume of the cylinder to that cone. Find the ratio of the volume of cylinder to the volume of cone. Both has same base radius and height. So what is the volume of cylinder? It's a pi r square h. Volume of cone is 1 by 3 pi r square h, where r is the radius of base, which is same. Also height h of cylinder and cone, that is also same. So here all quantities will be cut. So it's a 3 upon 1. So ratio of the volume of cylinder to the volume of cone is 3:1. 3:1 when radius of base and height of the cylinder and cone both are equal. Pause the video and note it down. Here simple question is said, find the zero of polynomial. Find the zero of polynomial p of x equal to x square minus x minus 6. So what you have to do? For zeros of polynomial, compare given polynomial with 0 and find value of x. So it's x square minus x minus 6 equal to 0. It's x minus 3, x plus 2 equal to 0, and hence two zeros are there, 3 and minus 2. So two zeros of the polynomials are number 13. The sum of the roots of the equation is 0. The equation is x square minus x plus lambda 2x minus 1. For this equation, this is equal to, for this equation, sum of the roots is 0. Sum of roots of this equation is 0. Find the value of lambda. Find the value of lambda if for this equation sum of the roots of the equation is 0. So here given equation is, writing the standard form of the equation, it's a x square minus x equal to 2 lambda x minus lambda. Taking this both terms in the left hand side, so it's a x square minus x minus 2 lambda x plus lambda equal to 0. Therefore here taking this minus sign as a common, it's a x square minus 1 plus 2 lambda x plus lambda equal to 0. This is the equation in form of ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. So here what is the sum of roots? Sum of the root is nothing but the alpha plus beta equal to minus b by a. So what is the value of b and a over here? Compare this equation with ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. So value of a is 1 and value of b is minus of 1 plus 2 lambda. So this is equal to minus, and b is minus of 1 plus 2 lambda upon a, which is 1. And sum of the roots of the 0 is equal to 0. This is 0 is given. Find the value of lambda. So minus minus plus 1 plus 2 lambda equal to 0, and therefore lambda equal to minus 1 by 2. Lambda equal to minus 1 by 2 is the answer. Done. Now next question, question number 14. So here figure is given. In this given figure, PQ is parallel to BC. PQ is parallel to BC. This is point A. So here we are given that PQ PQ is parallel to BC, and AP ratio PB is equal to 1:2. AP and PB ratio of these two sides is 1:2 is given. Find ratio of area of triangle APQ upon area of triangle ABC. Find the ratio of the area of these two triangles. Done. So now we will start with the given ratio. We are given that AP ratio PB. So AP upon PB equal to 1/2. So here this can be written as AP upon AP plus PB equal to 1/1 plus 2. So this one is AP upon AP plus PB, which is nothing but the AB, and this is equal to 1/3. So now ratio of the area of this two triangle APQ, area of the triangle APQ and area of this triangle ABC is nothing but the square of this corresponding side, square of ratio of the corresponding sides, that is AP upon AB, AP square by AB square, which is 1/3 square. So ratio of the area of triangle APQ upon area of the triangle ABC is equal to 1/9. Clear, students? Pause the video and note it down. Students, now question number 15. A very good question is there in this given figure. So here one figure is given. This is a given figure. C, this is B, this is A, this is C, this is triangle ABC, and this is triangle DEC. The value of this angle is phi, value of this angle is 90 degree, and this angle is theta. This side is 3, this one is 4, this one is 5, this is 90 degree. Done. So here in this given figure, find the value of cos phi. Find the value of cos phi is the question. So students, this is phi, this is theta, and this is 90 degree. This is straight angle. So now we can say that sum of this angle phi plus 90 plus theta equal to 180. So it's a phi plus theta equal to 180 minus 90 degree, and hence we can write phi equal to 90 degree, taking this theta on the right hand side, 90 minus theta. What you have to find? Cos phi. So taking cos on both sides, so it's a cos phi equal to cos of 90 minus theta, hence this one is cos phi equal to cos 90 minus theta, complement of cos, it's a sin theta. And what is sin theta? Cos phi equal to sin theta. Here definition of sin theta, it's the opposite side by hypotenuse. So it's AB by AC. AB by AC is nothing but the 4/phi. So value of cos phi is nothing but the 4/phi is the answer. Done, students? Very good question is there. Now question number 16. Question number 16. So here the slant height of first term of cone is given. First term of cone, we know the formula. The slant height of the first term of cone is 5 centimeter. Slant height is 5 centimeter, and the difference between radii of its two circular ends, difference of the radii of two circular ends, that is capital R minus small r. The difference between the radii of its two circular ends is 4 centimeter. this is 4 centimeter. Find the height of the frustum of the cone. Find the height of the frustum of the cone. So here our formula is slant height L is nothing but the square root of h square plus capital R minus small r square. This is the formula. Now taking square on both sides, so it's L square equal to h square plus capital R minus small r square. Put the values. Small l slant height 5 square equal to h square, that you have to find difference of radii of circular end, that is 4 square. So this one is 25 minus 16 equal to h square equal to 9. So h equal to not plus or minus, only plus 3 is the answer, because height cannot be negative. So height of the frustum of cone is 3 centimeter is the answer. Clear students? Pause this video and note it down.